This is the Locker Room Show on K105, featuring a pregame look at both teams in tonight's matchup and a conversation with the Grayson County coaching staff ahead of the tip-off. The Locker Room Show is brought to you in part by Future Designs Building Materials, Dan Powers of Litchfield, the Sicilian Bank, Twin Lakes Regional Medical Center, Scotty's Contracting and Stone, Midway Pharmacy, and by Wilson & Muir Bank. And now, the Locker Room Show with Sam Gormley.
The road to Rupp Arena continues tonight with the opening round of the third region tournament from the historic Owensboro Sports Center. Owensboro Catholic has already punched their ticket to the semifinals, but a nightcap features a rematch of our opening game of the season. Grayson County, champions of the 12th District, looks to pick up their first regional win since 2014 and avenge an early season loss to the Eagles of Ohio County. Again, the task is simple: win or go home. And a good evening and welcome to Owensboro, Kentucky and the Owensboro Sports Center for tonight's third region basketball coverage between the Grayson County Cougars and the Ohio County Eagles. Sam Gormley with you tonight. This is the Locker Room Show on K105. And what we wish could be K105 Digital Productions, but you can also, if you're in the car listening, you can also go and search for the K105 app or just go to K105.com and pick it up that way as well to listen to tonight's coverage. Grayson County enters with a record of 13-8. They won the 12th District Championship on Friday evening against Butler County. On the other side, Ohio County 12-10. They lost in the 10th District Championship to Muhlenberg County by a final score of 47-24. These two teams met back on the first game of the season. Grayson County lost that one by a final score of 63-40. Coming up on our Locker Room Show, we're going to introduce you to both teams, talk to the head coach of the Cougars, Travis Johnston, and give you tonight's starting lineups. That comes up and more right here on K105.
When you're feeling under the weather or concerned about your family's health, you want the support of a trusted medical provider who lives close by and is available to care for you and your family. Dr. Gregory Koo is a family medicine physician who is putting down roots in this community. With 22 years' experience, he's now accepting new patients in both Caneyville and at Owensboro Health Twin Lakes Medical Center in Litchfield. Learn more online at owensborohealth.org/KOO.
Hey everybody, Teresa Cook with Wilson & Muir Bank. Are you or someone you know getting ready to buy a new home this spring? With the Federal Home Loan Bank's Welcome Home Grant, we can help you get up to $7,500 towards that purchase. Funds are available now but won't last long. Call us today or visit us online at www.wilsonandmuirbank.com.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender, NMLS 403246.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Here's K105's Rick and Bubba.
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba. Hello there, it is Rick and Bubba, inviting you to join us for tomorrow's edition of the Rick and Bubba Show.
Rick, it'll be a big and busy show. We'll get you up to date with everything you need to know. We start celebrating my birthday this week. You know, I have to have 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, well, Marty Bubba, baby. I mean, a celebration of you goes on for days.
I love that format.
Yeah, that's a great one. We'll do it tomorrow.
Join us tomorrow morning here on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
The Ohio County Eagles enter today's game with a record of 12-10. Their leading scorer on the season might be a name that sounds a little familiar. That is Judarius Jennings. He's averaging 14.4 rebounds per game. Of course, he started 31 games for Grayson County during that 2018-19 season. He was their leading scorer that year as well. So this Grayson County team very familiar with what Q can do on the hardwood. Other players you'll need to know for Ohio County, Elijah Decker. He's averaging 5.6 points, 4.6 rebounds per game, but that is coming only playing 5 games this year. He returned earlier this year against Greenwood, which was back on the 6th of March after he missed most of the season after suffering an injury in the second game of the season. So the game right after playing Grayson County, He suffered an injury, and Grayson County takes advantage. And in Grayson County's going to see what Elijah Decker looks like here in this game. Is since coming back over these 3 games, he's only had 10 total points through that stretch. Josh Manning, another player you'll need to know, 11.5 points, 3.1 rebounds per game. But really, when you think of Ohio County, there's one thing you'll need to think of. It's 3-point shots. They shoot a ton of them, and they make them at a high rate. They make 8 threes per game. 49.7% of the shots from beyond the arc. They are going to let it fly from that range here in tonight's game. They shoot it 37.3% from 3 on the season. Assistant coaches are Kim Swift, Steve Vaught, Tracy Vaught, and the head coach in his 5th season with a record of 80-62 is Tony Hopper. Grayson County, 13-8, champions of the 12th District. We'll introduce you to them coming up as this is Grayson County Cougar basketball right here on K105.
With the Sicilian Bank's person-to-person payments, you won't need to worry about having cash to split the bill or remembering to write your friend that check. Using the Sicilian Bank's online banking or mobile banking app, you can conveniently transfer money from your checking account to someone else's in just a few simple steps. For more information about the Sicilian Bank's person-to-person payments, visit thesicilianbank.com. Call or stop by one of our locations today. The Sicilian Bank, made better just for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The federal government provides $150 billion a year to make higher education possible for anyone. Completing the free application for federal student aid, known as the FAFSA, is the first step to getting your share. But an estimated $40 million in financial aid is left on the table each year by Kentucky students. Don't let that happen to you.
Fill out the new and improved FAFSA today. Visit knowhowtogoky.org and join the conversation on Twitter, #KnowHowToPayKY. This message is brought to you by the Pritchard Committee Student Voice Team and the Council on Post-Secondary Education.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Hey, it's MB and the In the Know gang on today's show, our first show of spring. Our brackets are busted, Biden's border crisis, Bashir's latest COVID totals, 2 local troopers promoted, the Cougars win the district championship, and we played a round of You Pick Trivia Spring Edition. Have a great Monday. Looking forward to seeing you back here tomorrow. We'll see you then. Don't be stupid. Get in the know.
Weekday mornings at 9, In the Know on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105. The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Grayson County Cougars coming off of the 12th District Championship on Friday evening, a win over Butler County by a final score of 67-43. Their leading scorer, Keegan Sharp, averaging 14.7 points, 1.9 rebounds per game. River Blainton averaging 13 points, 7.4 rebounds per game. And Chandler McCready, he's had the hot hand. He went 7 of 7 from 3 in the 12th District Championship, in the 12th District tournament, rather. He went 5 of 5 against Whitesville Trinity on Tuesday, and 2 of 2 dagger threes in the fourth quarter of the game against Butler County on Friday. So those are the 3 leading scorers for Grayson County, but it was Dylan Horn who had 18 points and 17 rebounds during the 12th District tournament during both of those games, and he started to play really well. And it was Hunter Thomas leading into the district, and it's kind of like they've changed guards, and Horn has been the one playing well. It's going to be one of these things for this team to win tonight and potentially make a run in this third region tournament. They're going to need Horn and Toms to be good at the same time. Grayson County, again, with that 13-8 record, 4-1 is how they wrapped up in the 12th District. Assistant coaches Brian Hill, Brett Johnston, and Daryl Meredith. And head coach in his 4th season with a record of 53-62 is Travis Johnston. We'll get his thoughts on the matchup next here at K105.
Quality paves the way. That's the motto of Scotty's Contracting and Stone. All of the crushed stone products from Scotty's Quarry in Litchfield are mined underground. Scotty's Contracting and Paving provides cleaner products made from pure limestone. If you agree that quality makes the difference, contact the team at Scotty's Contracting and Stone for crushed stone products for your project at 259-5696. That's 259-5696. Our quarry is located on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
Hey everybody, Teresa Cook with Wilson and Muir Bank. Are you or someone you know getting ready to buy a new home this spring? With the Federal Home Loan Bank's Welcome Home Grant, we can help you get up to $7,500 towards that purchase. Funds are available now but won't last long. Call us today or visit us online at www.wilsonandmuirbank.com.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. NMLS 403246.
When you're feeling under the weather or concerned about your family's health, you want the support of a trusted medical provider who lives close by and is available to care for you and your family. Dr. Gregory Koo is a family medicine physician who is putting down roots in this community. With 22 years' experience, he's now accepting new patients in both Caneyville and at Owensboro Health Twin Lakes Medical Center in Litchfield. Learn more online at owensborohealth.org/KOO.
At the University of Kentucky, there are no bounds to our campus, no limits to our ambitions. Now you can earn a degree from UK anywhere. Every day we're expanding our reach and impact for a world that moves faster and demands more. Over 30 degrees and certificates, 100% online, from Kentucky's flagship university. We're prepared to adapt, grow, build, challenge, and succeed. Together. Find your program at uky.edu/UKonline.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back to the Locker Room Show here on K105. Sam Gormley now joined by the head coach of the Grayson County Cougars, head coach Travis Johnson, coach district champs on Friday night. Going back and watching film from that game, what did you see from your team?
Our defense was really good. I thought it was we followed the scouting report really well. We made sure that we sat on Fleener's left hand. We forced Henderson right, and even though he had 19, we did a pretty good job on him. And I think if our defense is engaged like that, we're pretty tough to beat. And having four guys in double figures and then a fifth one at 8 points in the game is obviously going to help you out.
Last week, Dylan had 18 points and 17 rebounds through the two games of the district tournament. What does him doing that do to your team?
So much more. And him and Hunter are the same thing because they are really our bigs. River is probably our biggest guy other than Owen, obviously. And those two guys being able to control the paint, block shots, get rebounds, and then obviously on the flip side make layups, it just expands our team because then they get worried a little bit about the inside, and it's been able to open up some things for Keegan and Chandler on the outside.
When I mention Ohio County, one thing probably comes to mind right away, and that's three-point attack. How do you slow that down?
We got to have active hands. Our defense has to be played with hands. 50% of their shots are from three, which is absolutely ridiculous. We have to make them take a lot to make their 8 a game. It can't be 8 for 16. It can't be 8 for 18. They need to go 8 for 27. They just all have to be contested, and that's easier said than done when you got a player like Q who can shoot it, and he's also able to drive the rim. So we just got to be engaged and locked in, and then make sure we're playing with high hands on closeouts.
Is it good to play a team that focuses on the three in an arena like the Sports Center where depth perceptions are different, or does it even matter?
I'm not sure how much it matters, especially for those guys because they shoot the heck out of it, and maybe a little bit for some guys who aren't great shooting the three ball. But I think once the game gets kind of settled in, and if it does play a factor, then we're sitting pretty good, I think, because we like to try to get it inside and control the paint area. But we'll see what happens.
You played this game back on the first game of the entire season, which feels like 3 months ago. Almost was. It was 2.5 months ago. What is different about the team? I know they've dealt with some injuries, but what is different when you look at them?
They're giving it to Q a little bit more, kind of letting him run the show. He's running the points. The Decker kid is back. Probably not 100%, but he's still 6'6" and one of the best players in the region. So you gotta honor him. And obviously with Tishner being out and maybe the Davis kid out hurts their depth, but they don't pressure as much anymore. But offensively, other than letting Q get some more drives, they're kind of the same team offensively.
You touched on the depth portion. One of the things that stands out when you look at them is that they don't foul a lot. They don't make you get to the free throw line. You only went to the free throw line 4 times in that game, while you average going to the line over 19 times a game. How do you get to the line against this Ohio County team?
Well, if they're in their zone, we got to attack their zone, and then we shot away a lot the first game we played them. against the pressure going inside. But a great way to do it is go get offensive rebounds, because then they're put on their heels. We get offensive rebounds, shot fake them, get them up in the air, and then get to the foul line. But we just got to make sure we attacking the lane a lot stronger.
This is your fourth trip to the region tournament in your 4 years as head coach. The one thing you haven't been able to do is pick up the win. What do you need to do to pick that win up tonight?
Be turned up on defense. Like I said, I think our defense was really good Tuesday and Friday. And when we let our defense dictate how we play and get stops and able to run and play off that energy, then we're a pretty good team. So we got to be locked in on defense, control the three, and obviously be plus in the rebounding margin.
Coach, good luck. Well, more here coming up in the locker room show after this.
As prescription costs rise, many Medicare beneficiaries are having difficulty keeping up. If you or someone you know is finding it difficult to pay for prescriptions, the Kentucky Department for Aging and Independent Living State Health Insurance Program may be able to help. SHIP counselors can guide you to money-saving prescription assistance programs, including a program that helps pay Medicare Part D plan costs for limited-income seniors. For more information, call 1-877-293-7447.
On the basketball court, you have to know where the lines are. It's just as important to know where the lines are in your own yard. Kentucky law generally requires you to have underground utility lines located before most excavation work, even if it's on your own property. If you don't call 811 and you damage a natural gas line, the Kentucky Public Service Commission will investigate you, and you may be fined up to $1,250. Much better to stay within the bounds of the law and call before you dig to start putting in that backboard or goalpost. For more information, visit psc.ky.gov. This message brought to you by the Kentucky Public Service Commission.
Take your remodeling project to the next level and transform an ordinary space into an extraordinary one with Masonite doors and atrium windows from Future Designs. With Masonite and Atrium, you get countless design options that give you unmatched flexibility, energy-efficient glass choices, hardware, and more. So don't just remodel, transform with Masonite doors and atrium windows built around you. Start your transformation at Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Here's K105's Rick and Bubba.
Rick and Bubba. Hello there. It is Rick and Bubba, inviting you to join us for tomorrow's edition of the Rick and Bubba Show.
Rick, it'll be a big and busy show. We'll get you up to date with everything you need to know. We start celebrating my birthday this week. You know, I have to have 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, well, Marty Bubba, baby. I mean, a celebration of you goes on for days.
I love that format.
Yeah, that's a great one. We'll do it tomorrow.
Join us tomorrow morning here on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Let's meet the starting lineups for both teams. First for the 12-10 Ohio County Eagles. Junior number 1, Josh Manning, averaging 11.5 points a game. Senior number 5, Jackson Renfro, 7.3 points, 2 rebounds per game. Isaac Southard is a junior, number 14, 4.7 points, 2.2 rebounds per game. Qdarius Jennings, number 23, 14 points, 4 rebounds per game. And Elijah Decker, 5.6 points, 4.6 rebounds per game. For Grayson County, the starting lineup, Keegan Sharp, Braden Childress, Chandler McCready, River Blanton, and Hunter Toms. That's Toms, Blanton, McCready, Childress, Sharp. The coaching matchup for Ohio County, Tony Hopper, and for Grayson County, Travis Johnston. The play-by-play is next here on K105.
This has been the Locker Room Show on K105. The Locker Room Show has been brought to you in part by Future Designs Building Materials, Dan Powers of Litchfield, the Sicilian Bank, Twin Lakes Regional Medical Center, Scotty's Contracting and Stone, Midway Pharmacy, and by Wilson and Muir Bank. Tip-off is just minutes away. Don't miss any of the action of the game coming up here on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Living on the lake is a luxury. Lake homeowners have been supplementing their properties with the best quality rock, stone, and asphalt products from Scotty's Contracting and Stone for years. Scotty's Quarry has been serving our lake customers with cleaner, underground mined, pure limestone for driveways, landscaping, and construction projects. Our crushed stone products can also be used to assist in erosion control near waterways. If you live on the lake, contact Scotty's Contracting and Stone for an estimate on high-quality products and service at 270-259-5696.
Almost 4 in 10 high school seniors in Kentucky don't fill out the free application for federal student aid, the FAFSA. We asked students why that is.
I honestly have no idea what the FAFSA is.
At my high school, they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA for that matter.
Filling out the FAFSA is the first step to getting your share of $150 billion in financial aid. And it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by the Pritchard Committee Student Voice Team and the Council on Post-Secondary Education.
Your health is important to you, so when you find yourself face-to-face with sickness, your main concern is simply how to feel better. Well, rest assured, your feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. It begins the moment you walk through our doors, where you're greeted by our friendly, knowledgeable staff, and continues on with special services like free delivery. So whether your goal is to maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
Whether you are shopping, dining, or paying for a service, you can feel confident and secure that the Sicilian Bank has you covered. Not only in your pocket or purse, but your mobile wallet as well. You can now store the Sicilian Bank debit card in your mobile wallet app on your smartphone or smartwatch, allowing you a quick and easy way to make purchases. A simple and secure touch and tap is all it takes. To find out more, visit thesicilianbank.com or call them at 270-982-4822. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Grayson County Cougar basketball on K105. Cougar basketball is brought to you in part by Future Designs Building Materials, Dan Powers of Litchfield, the Sicilian Bank, Twin Lakes Regional Medical Center, Scotty's Contracting and Stone, Midway Pharmacy, and by Wilson and Muir Bank. It's time for the tip-off. Let's go courtside to Sam Gormley.
Grayson County and Ohio County, moments away from getting underway. The play-by-play is next on K105.
Every time it rains, think about what goes down the storm drains. Everything that's on the ground. Trash, cigarette butts, motor oil, paint. All of it washes directly into our streams, rivers, and lakes. It's very simple. If you want to keep enjoying Kentucky's waterways and protect them for your children, we all need to help keep them clean. To find out what you can do, visit stormwater.ky.gov. Brought to you by the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet.
When you're feeling under the weather or concerned about your family's health, you want the support of a trusted medical provider who lives close by and is available to care for you and your family. Dr. Gregory Koo is a family medicine physician who is putting down roots in this community. With 22 years' experience, he's now accepting new patients in both Caneyville and at Owensboro Health Twin Lakes Medical Center in Litchfield. Learn more online at owensborohealth.org/KOO.
It's time for basketball in Owensboro. Grayson County and Ohio County, the third region quarterfinals. The winner will face Ohio County on Friday evening at 5 p.m. Sam Gormley with you tonight. We appreciate you taking the time to tune in. It appears that Ohio County has won the toss, and they are going to start this basketball game with the ball. Ohio County is the runners-up from the 10th District. Grayson County, the champions from the 12th District. And we are underway here in the 12th District in the third region quarterfinals. As it's Qdarius Jennings, he's the leading scorer for the Eagles, and he's got it on the left block. A handoff pass to Decker, who drives down the right lane, and he walks down that lane. And Grayson County is going to get their first possession of this basketball game. Cougars will work from right to left on the radio dial in their home white jerseys with orange and blue stripe up side and the navy blue numerals. McCready with the basketball as he crosses the timeline on the right wing, picks up his dribble, swings it over to Sharp. Sharp over the left wing to Childress. Childress back out to Sharp. Sharp back to Childress. Grayson County won against Butler County to win the 12th District Championship on Friday evening. It was their third in the last 4 years. They had lost to the Bears in the 2020 year. Childress drives down, and a reach-in foul is going to be called from behind on Josh Manning. That'll be his first and the team's first of this first quarter of play. No score between Grayson County and Ohio County. 7 minutes and 24 seconds to play here in our opening quarter. Childress in the backcourt with the basketball for Grayson County, off to the left wing to Sharp. Sharp outside to Childress. Childress over to the far side. McCready, three, no good. And it bounces over the backboard. And it'll go out of bounds as that ends 7 straight made threes for Chandler McCready. He was a perfect 7 of 7 from three-point range in last week's 12th District Tournament. Jennings with a basketball straight away. Of course, Jennings played his sophomore season for Grayson County. He will play for Murray State football next year. He passes down to the right block to Renfro. Renfro guarded by Childress, and Childress is going to chase him back into the near corner. Outside to Jennings. Jennings is kind of taken form as the point guard for this Ohio County team. Manning straight away with the basketball off to the right side to Southard. Southard off to Jennings. 3, right wing off the back of the iron. No good. Rebounded by Childress, and he's fouled by Manning, and that'll be Manning's second and the team's second. Josh Manning averaging 11.5 points, 3.1 rebounds per game, picks 2 quick fouls in a minute and 20 seconds. Still no score here between Grayson County and Ohio County. Probably not much of a surprise here, because, I mean, it's just getting used to this gym. It's something different. I mean, obviously both of these teams don't play in 5,000-seat arenas. Blanton, jump pass down to the right block to McCready. It's off his hands. He runs it back down. Off to Childress. Childress, spin move down the right lane, pulls up from 10 feet, in and out. Rebounded by McHenry. Or Jennings, rather, for Ohio County. Jennings will pass the timeline. He's going to set things up in between the circles. To the right wing to Decker. Again, Decker missed most of the season with a left wrist injury that he injured actually dunking a ball against Davis County, the second game of the season. Left block is Renfro, and he loses the ball out of bounds, and it's going to be Grayson County basketball. No score between Grayson County and Ohio County. 6 minutes, 8 seconds to play here in opening quarter from the third region quarterfinals here from the Owensboro Sports Center. Again, the winner will play Owensboro Catholic on Friday at 5 p.m. here at the Sports Center. Left wing, Blanton with the basketball. He'll step into the left wing 3, lets it fly. It's way long. Rebounded by Jennings for the Eagles of Ohio County. Jennings straight away with the basketball, gives it up to Renfro. Renfro kicks it in the corner to Decker. Decker is guarded by Blanton. Man-to-man defense for Grayson County. Left wing Renfro over to the far side to Jennings. Jennings down to the left block to Decker, guarded by Blanton. Nice defense by Blanton. And Decker, because of it, is just going to have to give it outside to Jennings with the basketball. Jennings trips in the left lane. Jump pass here to the near side to Renfro. Renfro thought about the 3. Kicks it out front to the left wing with the basketball is Decker. Out front to Renfro. Again, Ohio County shoots the 3 nearly 50% of the time, and they make it about 37% of the time. Inside the lane, Decker's shot, no good. Rebounded by Blanton for Grayson County. No score, 5 minutes, 10 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Childress will break the timeline, the sophomore point guard. Going to set up the offense here for Grayson County. Looks like a 4-round one look. As Sharp has the ball on the right wing. Off to the left wing to McCready, into the corner to Childress. Childress out front to Sharp. Sharp thought about the 3, gives it to the left wing to McCready. McCready faked the drive, off to Sharp. Sharp ball fake, drives in, right elbow, 10-footer, good! Grayson County's on the board first. It's Keegan Sharp with a basket, and the Cougs are on top 2-0. 4 minutes and 40 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Jennings will break the timeline. He's going to set things up at the logo. Off to the right wing to Decker. Ohio County in their navy blue jerseys with silver numerals. Jennings on the left wing. Backs it out front now to Decker. Decker off to the near side to Culbertson, who's into the game. That was a substitution I didn't see. Left wing 3 by Jennings. Good. The bank is open for Qdarius Jennings. He shoots 40.7% from 3. That's a 10% increase from his time at Grayson County as a sophomore. Blanton Euro step inside the left lane. Shot's no good. Rebound bouncing around, and it's still bouncing. And finally, it's Decker that comes down with it. Decker gives it off to Jennings, who looks to push. Jennings will hold up and set things up at the top of the key. Picks up his dribble, needs to find help. Finds it on the right wing, and now into the corner to Decker. Decker drives near baseline, spins, fades it away. The shot off the glass is no good, and the rebound is knocked out of bounds by Ohio County. Grayson County basketball. It is Eagles 3, Cougars 2. 3 minutes and 48 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Checking into the game for Grayson County's Hunter Toms. Dylan Horn will check in for him. Horn had 18 points and 17 rebounds in the 2 games of the 12th District Tournament last week, including a career-high 12 in the championship game. Childress breaks the timeline, gives it to the left wing to Blanton, who nearly lost it out of bounds. Did a nice job keeping it alive. Out front, Sharp 3, deep 3, good! Sharp hit that one from NBA range, and the Cougars have taken a 5-3 lead. 3 minutes and 20 seconds to play in the first quarter. Keegan Sharp has hit both of his first shots of this game. To say that's a good sign would be a ginormous understatement if you're wearing orange and blue tonight. Straight away with the basketball is Southard. Gives it off to the right wing to Culbertson. Culbertson looks to hand it off to Jennings. McCready did a nice job sticking his hand in there. Jennings with the basketball. Takes a screen, and he thought about the 3. Gives it down inside to Southard, who runs over Horn, and an offensive foul is going to be called Dylan Horn did a nice job keeping his position. And he allows for Southern to pick up the foul there. That's his first. And the team's third. 5-3, Grayson County leads this one. 3 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Outlet pass off the left wing to Blanton. Blanton tried to get an interior pass. It was blocked away. He got the ball back. His layup on the left side's no good. Rebounded by Decker. Decker will break the timeline across the far side. Guarded by Blanton as Blanton chases him back. They're going to give it outside now to the senior point guard, Qdarius Jennings. Southern with the basketball. Handoff pass to Decker. Decker is a great inside-out player. He'll drive. He'll shoot the three. Really doesn't matter. But again, he's dealing with that left wrist injury that he came back just a couple of games ago. Jennings with the basketball on the near side. Drives down. Gets around the defender. The floater inside the lane is good. And Qdarius Jennings and Keegan Sharp have all of our points here today. And it's 5-5. Grayson County and Ohio County all knotted up in this one. 2 minutes and 10 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Sharp will break the timeline at the logo. Being chased by Jennings. Gets around Jennings over to the far side. Driving far baseline is McCready. Flip shot. Right side. Good. Nice job by McCready as he got down that far baseline. Got around his defender. And we have a whistle blown underneath as a shoe needs to be tied. And they're going to allow, I guess, an Ohio County player to sub into the game as well. And that Ohio County player will be Bo Morse. This will be his 10th appearance on the season. 1.8 points, 1.4 rebounds per game. And he will come in for Isaac Southern. 1 minute, 57 seconds to play here in the first quarter. It's Grayson County 7, Ohio County 5. Third region quarterfinals here tonight. Win or go home. Jennings gets a screen off on the left wing. Down to the left block to Morse. Morse on Horn. Gets around. Right-handed floater. It's no good. Morse gets the rebound. His putback is good off the left side. Tied at 7. 1 minute, 35 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Grayson County trying to get some more offense other than Keegan Sharp. He is 5 of the 7 for the Cougars. Straight away with the basketball is Horn. Gives it off to Sharp. Deep three. Straight away. In and out. Rebound on the floor. Blanton comes down with it. But a foul is going to be called on said rebounds. I think it's on Ohio County. It is, it appears. It's on Parker Culbertson. That is his first. And the team's fourth. Nolan Hornbeck and Hunter Toms checks into the game for Grayson County. Braden Childress and Chandler McCready will check out for the Cougars. 7-7, 1 minute, 24 seconds to play here in the opening quarter. Horn underneath, passes out front to Toms, who bobbles it, fires over to the far side to Sharp. Sharp has 5 of Grayson County's 7. We're all tied up at 7 here in this game. Off to the right wing to Horn. Gives it over to the far side to Toms. Toms out front, swinging it to Sharp. Sharp to the near side to Blanton. Blanton driving in the left lane. Dumps the pass off to Hornbeck. Layup, left side, good. Nice pass by Blanton, and even better finish by Nolan Hornbeck. And Grayson County is retaking the lead here at 9-7. Under 1 minute to play here in the first quarter. Straight away with the basketball is Morse. Off to Decker. Decker, a handoff pass to Renfro. Renfro off to Jennings. Jennings straight away, guarded by Blanton. Drive down, gets around Blanton. Dumps the pass off to Morse, who's blocked from behind by Hornbeck. But a foul is going to be called on that for Nolan Hornbeck. That'll be his first. And the team's first of this first half. Bo Morse will go to the free throw line, where he's only been twice this season, 1 of 2 on the year. He will shoot 2 for the sophomore. First one is short and no good. As a team, Ohio County 61% from the free throw line. Got some players that really shoot the ball pretty well. Jackson Renfro shoots 71%. Isaac Southard, 71% as well. Second free throw by Morse. That one's good. It's a 1-point game. Grayson County 9, Ohio County 8. 40 seconds and counting to play here in the first quarter. Horn will break the timeline off to the right wing to Blanton. Blanton drives down the right side, picks it up outside to Horn. Horn swings it over to Sharp. Sharp into the corner to Hornbeck. 34 seconds and counting here to play in the first. Hornbeck out front to Sharp. Sharp will shoot it from wherever. It's off to Blanton. Blanton drives far baseline, and an offensive foul is going to be called on River Blanton as he drove down that far baseline. And Qdarius Jennings is the player that takes the foul. And for Blanton, that'll be his first. And the team's second of this first half of play. It'll be Ohio County basketball is into the game for the Eagles. He's taking a seat is Brandon Davis. And I'm not sure the player in it. Might have been Culbertson who checks in here for the Eagles. 20 seconds to count here in the first quarter. Grayson County leads 9-8. Probably would assume that you're going to be seeing a three-pointer of some sorts by Ohio County, as it's a 5-out look for them. 10 seconds and counting to play in the first quarter. Jennings drives down straight away. He'll pull up the three straight away. It is short, no good. Rebound, knocked out of bounds by Ohio County. It's going to be Grayson County basketball. 2.4 seconds on the clock. They lead by 1 here in the first quarter. So you've got a couple of dribbles here, and they'll give it to half court to McCready. McCready drives in. 3 at the buzzer. Good! The bank is open for Chandler McCready. From 35 feet off the logo, Chandler McCready gives Grayson County a 12-8 lead at the end of the first quarter. This is Grayson County Cougar basketball on K105.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Are you that Kentucky teenager, 16 to 18 years old, struggling with high school, struggling to find yourself? Trouble seems to follow you wherever you go. We've all been there, and we've all needed a second chance. The Kentucky National Guard Youth Challenge is ready to help you put your past behind you. You can't change your story, but you can make a decision today and start writing a new future. For more information, visit toabetterme.com. The number 2, abetterme.com.
Chandler McCready banks in a 3 from about 35 feet to give Grayson County the 12-8 lead at the end of the first quarter. As he hit that one from the Owensboro Catholic logo that's on the opposite side of the floor from where we are here at the Owensboro Sports Center. Cougars have the ball to start the second quarter. It's Sharp with the basketball. The pressure is kicking up here a notch for Ohio County. It's McCready. Jump pass over to the near side to Horn. Horn to the free throw line to Toms. Toms swings it over to McCready. McCready thought about the 3, drives in, kicks it off to Sharp. He'll take the 3, right wing. That one's in and out. Rebound tapped up by Toms. It's no good. And the rebound this time is pulled down by Ohio County. Off to Jackson Renfro up the far side of the floor. Owen Bratcher into the game for Grayson County. Renfro nearly lost it. Off to Decker. 3 in transition is in and out. Rebounded by Morse. His putback's up good, and he's fouled by Owen Bratcher on the inside. Bo Morse will go back to the free throw line. He's 1 of 2 tonight. For Bratcher, that's his first, and the team's third. So Bo Morse again averaging only 1.8 points, 1.4 rebounds per game on the season. He's already been to the free throw line twice, and this will be his 4th trip. He'd only been twice all season long, as this is his 3rd trip, and he makes that one. And Ohio County brings us back to within 1, 12-11, 7 minutes and 20 seconds to play here in the first half. Straight away, Toms with the basketball. Gives it back now to Sharp. Sharp swings it over to the left wing to Horn. Horn gets bodied up by Manning, who's into the game with 2 fouls for Ohio County. He almost picked up a 3rd right there. Left wing Horn. Out front now to Sharp. Sharp swings from Horn. Horn into the near corner to Toms. Toms back to Horn. Grayson County trying to set up the offense. On the floor, you've got Sharp, McCready, Toms, Horn, and Bratcher. So a large lineup out there for Grayson County. Really, 1 guard, kind of a stretch guard / forward, and 3 forwards out on the floor for Grayson County. Left wing Horn fires a pass down to the left block to Toms. Toms slings it out to McCready. 3 straight away. No good off the back of the iron. Bratcher gets the rebound underneath. Bratcher kicks it out to Sharp. 3 right wing. No good off the back of the iron. Rebound tapped out by Bratcher into the hands of Culbertson. Culbertson will look to run for Ohio County. Down the left side. Nice defense by Sharp. Blocked by Horn on the inside. Into the hands though of Renfro. 3 no good. Rebounded by Horn for Grayson County. That was a heck of a block for Dylan Horn. And Grayson County will try to add to their 1-point lead here, 12-11. They lead 6 minutes, 15 seconds to play in the first half. Sharp at the free throw line, loses it, gains it back, dumps it down to the right block to Bratcher, goes through his hands, and it's tried to save in bounds by McCready. But he isn't able to as he ran out of real estate. He went full dive, but ran out of real estate on that sideline. Braden Childress and River Blainson will check in for Grayson County. Chandler McCready and Hunter Toms will check out for the Cougars. Grayson County leads 12-11, 6 minutes to play here in the first quarter, or first half, rather. Manning with the basketball straight away to Culbertson. Culbertson back here to the right wing to Southard. Southard to Jennings, 3 near side for the lead. It's good. Jennings has 8 points to lead all scores in this game, and Ohio County has retaken the lead at 14-12. 5 minutes and 40 seconds to play in this first half. At the free throw line, Horn with the basketball. Swings it off to Childress. Childress is going to set up the offense at the Owensboro Sports Center logo. Off to the right wing, Sharp. Not going to have to play here in the first half. In fact, Sharp is really now going to back it off. And he's standing almost at the lone, and we're going to have 3 seconds in the lane called on Grayson County. I believe it's an Owen Bratcher. And that's not a turnover you need if you're Grayson County. 14-12. In fact, Travis Johnson is having a conversation with the first region official as he walks up the sideline. And your officials, at least 2 of them, I missed the third one, Cody Cole and Justin Mason. I missed what the third official's name was here when they announced him before the game started. 3 straight away by Manning is up, no good, off the back of the iron, and the long rebound is saved and bounced by Ohio County into the hands of Manning. Manning to the right block. The layup is no good by Southern, and a late foul is called underneath on Grayson County. It's called on Owen Brancher. That is his second, and the team's 4th. So to the free throw line will be Isaac Southern. He leads the team 71.4% from the charity stripe. The first free throw is no good, off to the right. That foul was called by the official who was standing in front of us when it happened about 30 feet in front of him. I think what the Grayson County bench's complaint was is that it wasn't the official running the baseline that called that foul. Southern's second free throw attempt to give Ohio County a 3-point lead is up. And it is good. 15-12. Ohio County leads this one against Grayson County. 5 minutes to play here in the second quarter. The Eagles have started this quarter on a 7-0 run. To the left wing, Blanton drives down the left lane, gets around the defender, lays it in off the left side. That stops the bleeding. River Blanton gets his name in the scorebook as well. And it's back to a 1-point game here, 15-14. 4 minutes and 45 seconds to play here in the first half. Outside Decker swings it over to Southern. Southern into the corner to Jennings. Jennings looked to get it inside, off to Renfro. Renfro ball fake. Got away with a bit of a walk off to Jennings. 3, right wing, no good. Rebound underneath by Blanton for Grayson County. Blanton gives it off to Childress. Childress will break the timeline at the logo. To the left wing to Sharp. Sharp back outside to Childress. Childress, the sophomore point guard, gets the call from Travis Johnson. Now I'm going to move the offense. Out front to McCready. Has the ball deep on the right side. Off Sharp, left wing 3 for the sophomore, or for the junior is no good. Jennings with a rebound for the Eagles. Jennings looks to push. Weaving it through, off to Manning. Manning drives down the far baseline. Loses it, throws it into the hands of Southern, who finishes off the right side. Southern gives Ohio County the 17-14 lead here under 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Sharp breaks the timeline off to the left wing to Childress, to the free throw line to Horn. Horn will drive down the right lane, kicks it off to McCready. McCready guarded by Jennings. Gives it out front now to Sharp. Sharp off to the left wing to Childress. Childress to McCready. McCready into the near corner to Childress. Childress inside to Horn. Horn immediately gives it right back, though, to Childress. Outside now to McCready. McCready to Childress. Inside pass knocked away, though, into the hands of McCready, who runs it down. Grayson County, McCready drives in, spins it around, off to Blanton. 3, far side, no good. Rebounded by Southern underneath for the Eagles. And Ohio County will look to end to their 3-point lead here, 3 minutes and 10 seconds to play in the first half. Manning drives down the right lane, layup right side, good. Manning just lowered his shoulder and got to the basket. And the second leading scorer for the Eagles gets his name in the scorebook, and we're going to have a timeout on the floor taken by Travis Johnston. 19-14. Grayson County trails this one. 2:58 to play in the second. It's Cougar basketball on K105.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Grayson County trails this one 19-14. 2 minutes and 58 seconds to play in the first half. Ohio County has opened up this game in this quarter. It was 12-8 Cougars at the end of the first. Since that point, it's been an 11-2 run for the Eagles. It forced Travis Johnston to take just that quick 30-second timeout. That was probably one of those, let's just take a deep breath and reset on offense. From the right elbow, McCready shot in transition. That's a way to reset. He knocks it down from 10 feet, brings it back to within a 3-point game. For Grayson County, it's got to start on the defensive end. They've got to make some stops. They're allowing easy baskets on the inside, which is something that Ohio County doesn't necessarily do well. They're a team that shoots 50% of their shots from three. Speaking of three, there's a three by Manning. No good. He gets the rebound back, though. Sharp, his defender, fell down. He kicks it off to the near side. Southern's 18-foot jump shot is good. Isaac Southern has 5 points in this quarter, and Ohio County's lead is back to 5 at 21-16. Again, McCready from the right elbow. That one's off to the right. Long rebound chased down by Jennings. He looks to run for the Eagles. Down the left side. Right side layup good. Jennings goes coast to coast. He moves into double figures with 10 points. And Ohio County leads 23-16 against Grayson County. Childress throws the ball away. It is Decker with the basketball right in front of our vantage point. Nice defense by Blanton on the inside. They're going to start the clock, and that is going to be a timeout for Ohio County. Really close to being a defensive stop. River Blanton, I think, thought they called it, and he was walking over to us thinking that he was going to get the basketball. To get the basketball, here is the official on our near side, called 5 seconds. But they're going to give Ohio County the timeout in this game here. 23-16. Eagles lead Grayson County. 1 minute and 49 seconds to play here in the first half. As looks like it was just a quick 30-second timeout. So we're coming back to action here. It's nice defense by Blanton on that. He wasn't fouling. He was straight up as he trapped Decker in this corner right in front of us. But it is going to be Ohio County basketball. It's Elijah Decker to pass in. He passes into the backcourt to Jennings. Ohio County leads 23-16. 1 minute and 40 seconds to play here in the first half. Grayson County needs to end this half on a run here. They can't allow Ohio County to expand on this lead anymore. Southern with the basketball, guarded by Toms. Takes one dribble off to the left wing. Can't see who has it. The official blocking. It's Jennings. Drives down the far baseline. Handoff pass off the three. Decker, good. Elijah Decker gets his first three of the game and his first points. And Ohio County has a 10-point lead, 26-16. 1 minute and 13 seconds to play here in the first half, and this is a danger zone for Grayson County. Toms into the middle, stolen away by Jennings. Fast break, layup, right side, good by Jennings. And Ohio County now leads by 12, 28-16. Under 1 minute to play in this first half. And this is where somebody's got to set up and hit a shot for Grayson County. Horn down inside to Toms. Left lane. Shot no good. Rebound bouncing around. It's Horn with it. He falls down. And a foul is going to be called on Ohio County. It's called on, I believe, Southern. It is on Southern. That is his second team spit. Into the game, Jackson Renfro checks in for the Eagles. Ohio County does not foul a lot. In fact, in the game against Grayson County back on January the 5th that they won by a final score of 63-40, they only had 8 fouls called against them the entire game. Grayson County going to the free throw line only 4 times. Underneath, Cougars have the basketball. They trail 28-16 by 12 points. It's into the left block to Toms. Bodies up his defender, goes up, and it's blocked by Morse. Rebounded, though, by Horn. His shot inside the lane is good. That's a big basket for Grayson County, but it's this simple. You need a stop and a basket, but I'm sure that Tony Hooper, the Ohio County head coach, will probably hold for the final shot. At least that's probably what I would do if I were him. Morse in the corner. Does a ball fake, gives it outside now to Jennings. 20 seconds and counting to play here in the first half. They give it to the right side to Southern. Southern guarded by Childress. Southern out front to Jennings with 15 seconds and counting. Ohio County with a big 10-point lead. They are going to hold for the final shot here. Jennings drives down the left lane at the left elbow. Guarded by Blanton on the inside. Jennings' flip shot off the right side is good. What a move by Jennings. And Ohio County leads this one at the half by a score of 30-18. An ugly second quarter of play gives Ohio County the big lead. This is Grayson County Cougar basketball on K105.
The federal government provides $150 billion a year to make higher education possible for anyone. Completing the free application for federal student aid, known as the FAFSA, is the first step to getting your share. But an estimated $40 million in financial aid is left on the table each year by Kentucky students. Don't let that happen to you.
Fill out the new and improved FAFSA today. Visit knowhowtogoky.org and join the conversation on Twitter, #KnowHowToPayKY. This message is brought to you by the Pritchard Committee Student Voice Team and the Council on Post-Secondary Education.
At the University of Kentucky, there are no bounds to our campus, no limits to our ambitions. Now you can earn a degree from UK anywhere. Every day we're expanding our reach and impact for a world that moves faster and demands more. Over 30 degrees and certificates, 100% online, from Kentucky's flagship university. We're prepared to adapt, grow, build, challenge, and succeed. Together. Find your program at uky.edu/UKonline.
Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
An ugly second quarter of play where Grayson County was outscored 22-6. Gives Ohio County a big halftime advantage, 30-18. It's really kind of a surprise. Grayson County hits the 35-foot banked-in shot at the buzzer that looked like it gave them all of the momentum. But since that point, it has been anything but that. Ohio County dominated that second quarter, outscoring the Cougars 22-6. They lead 30-18. Coming up on our halftime show, we'll run down the scores from around the region, the scoring from this game. Let you know what to look for in the second half. This is Grayson County Cougar basketball on K105.
How's what they taste tonight, folks?
The steak is amazing. Where'd you get your beef?
As a chef, it's important to know where your food comes from. That's why we buy local and Kentucky-raised food.
We're the Pettit family from Webster County, Kentucky.
We started out raising commercial cattle. It is, it's a calling.
It's a way of life.
That's the natural progression, a way of life.
We take a lot of pride knowing that what I set on the table for our supper at night is a good product.
We are a Kentucky farm family, feeding Kentucky,
feeding the world.
Sponsored by the Kentucky Cattlemen's Association and the Kentucky Agricultural Development Fund.
Hey everybody, Teresa Cook with Wilson & Muir Bank. Are you or someone you know getting ready to buy a new home this spring? With the Federal Home Loan Bank's Welcome Home Grant, we can help you get up to $7,500 towards that purchase. Funds are available now but won't last long. Call us today or visit us online at www.wilsonandmuirbank.com.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. NMLS 403246.
Football teams always get the call right, and you need to make the right call before you excavate. If you don't and you damage a natural gas line, the Kentucky Public Service Commission will investigate, and you could be fined up to $1,250. So make the right call. Put safety first. Call 811 before you dig.
Touchdown! Oh my goodness!
This message brought to you by the Kentucky Public Service Commission.
Why? Why do we ignore the things that give us pause, that seem out of place, that don't feel right? The answer to why defines who we are. So if you see something, why do you say something?
I see safe for my friends.
For my community.
For my family.
For each other. Because all of this matters. We all have something worth protecting. So why do you see safe? Report suspicious activity to local authorities. If you see something, say something.
Best Mix, K105.
Grayson County trails this one 30-18 at the half against Ohio County. You'll try to run down some scores. Obviously not from around the region. As right now this is the only game that is going on. Earlier today, though, Owensboro Catholic finalized their spot in Friday's regional semifinals. That'll be at 5 o'clock. The winner of tonight's game will meet them in that one. Scores going on from the first region. Mayfield leading Murray 17-11, 2 minutes and 44 seconds to play in the second quarter of that one. Try to see what other scores in the second region. A final score, UHA, University Heights defeats Crittenden County 80-79. That is a final score of that one as well. Try to see what other ones we can bring you. Again, obviously not a whole lot happening. Second region, Madisonville was a winner against Webster County by a final score of 49-44. And in a matchup of two of the state's top 5 teams, St. Henry in the 9th region takes down Covington Catholic by a final score of 61-60. So the Colonels, who I know some people had ranked as the number 1 team in the entire state, go home in the region quarterfinals. 30-18 is the Grayson County deficit in this one. We'll take a break and run down the scoring from this game after this. This is Grayson County Cougar basketball on K105.
Take your remodeling project to the next level and transform an ordinary space into an extraordinary one with Masonite doors and atrium windows from Future Designs. With Masonite and Atrium, you get countless design options that give you unmatched flexibility, energy-efficient glass choices, hardware, and more. So don't just remodel, transform with Masonite doors and atrium windows built around you. Start your transformation at Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Did you know the federal government provides more than $150 billion a year in grants, loans, and work-study funds to make higher education possible for anyone? Completing the free application for federal student aid, known as the FAFSA, is the first step to getting your share, and it's totally free and takes most people less than an hour to apply.
Go to knowhowtogoky.org and join the conversation on Twitter with hashtag MyFAFSAStory. This message is brought to you by the Pritchard Committee Student Voice Team and the Council on Post-Secondary Education.
If you still listen to 8-track tapes and watch black and white television, then I bet you still use a phone to request underground utility line locations. Well, that's old school. Now everything is done online, including contacting 811 before you dig. Making a request online is faster, easier, and just as free as calling. Before you dig, on the job site or at home, notify 811 online at Kentucky811.org. That's Kentucky811.org.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
The Twin Lakes Fast Mix, K105.
Grayson County trails this one 30-18 here at the half. Running down the scoring in the game first for Ohio County, Qdarius Jennings leads the way. He's got 14 points. 6 points for Bo Morris, 5 points for Isaac Southard, 3 points for Elijah Decker, and 2 points for Josh Manning. For Grayson County, leading the way with 7 points is Chandler McCready, 5 points for Keegan Sharp. It was the first 5 points of the game for Grayson County. He was held pretty quiet since that point, though. And then 2 points apiece for Nolan Hornbeck, Dylan Horn, and for River Blanton. For Grayson County, in this one, it's going to be pretty simple. The start to the second half is going to decide this game. If Grayson County, if you come out and you can start this quarter on a 6-0 run and bring this back to within 6-5, something like that, you got a chance. But the last thing you need with a team like Ohio County that can hit the three at a high level, you don't need them to get hot because you can blink and this game could be over in a heartbeat. You're down by 12. There is still a lot of time left in this game. But you're going to have to make some shots, and you're going to have to defend the basketball. You do that, and you got a chance. But it's this simple. You got to make shots. I've said it. I keep saying it. But if you don't make shots and you don't score points, it's tough to win basketball games. Grayson County trails 30-18. Here at the half, we'll come back, and the second half is next on K105.
Your choice of lifestyle directly affects your health. And while there are many complex factors surrounding your lifestyle, sometimes the simple truth is that you just need to feel better. Well, rest assured, your feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know you and your lifestyle so we can provide sound advice on ways to improve your overall health. So whether your goal is to maintain a healthy lifestyle or overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
Let the equity you built in your home work harder for you. At the Sicilian Bank, the Home Equity Line of Credit, or HELOC, allows you to borrow funds against your home's equity when you need it. A HELOC can be ideal for home improvements, major purchases, to debt consolidation and emergency funds. Call Sicilian Bank today and speak with one of the expert loan officers about how a home equity line of credit may be right for you. The Sicilian Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. NMLS number 409707.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
The season is on the rails here for Grayson County. They trail 30-18 as we start the second half of play. It will be Ohio County basketball to start. As we flip sides, the Eagles work from right to left on your radio dial. Grayson County working from left to right. As it's Ohio County basketball to start the quarter. Again, they lead 30-18 in this game. Down to the right block, Decker, easy layup on the cuts. And that is not the way you needed to start if you're Grayson County in this game. You need a basket, and you need a basket now if you're Grayson County. Near baseline, drives Toms, gets it off to the right wing to Childress, back into the near side of Toms. He'll take the three near side. It's long. And rebounded by Decker for Ohio County. Gives it up now to Jennings, who breaks the timeline right at the logo. Gives it back now to Decker on the right side. You do not need him to heat up in this game. Near side, Jennings with the basketball. Look to get it inside to Manning. Instead gives it outside to Renfro. Renfro swings it over to Decker. Decker, interior pass to Jennings on the right block. Defended by McCready. Bodies it up outside Southern. Three straight away, no good. Rebound bouncing around, and it is Sharp that'll end up coming down with it for Grayson County. Sharp gives it off to Braden Childress. Grayson County needs a basket in this one. They trail 32-18, 6 minutes and 53 seconds to play in third quarter. Three, far side, McCready, good! That'll do it. McCready in double figures. Grayson County still trails by 11. Now you're going to need some stops on the defensive end. You can't let Ohio County keep getting open looks at three. Handoff pass to Manning. Manning straight away with the basketball. Guarded by Tom. Toms chases him back. Gives way for Sharp to take over the defending. Man-to-man defense for Grayson County. They trail by 11 in this game. It is Jennings with the basketball. Guarded by McHenry. Over to Renfro. Renfro swings it over to Manning. Manning inside to Southard. Southard in on Blanton and walks with it. Right, it's Decker on the far side. Whatever it is, Decker walks with it. And Grayson County's going to get the basketball right back. 32-21. Ohio County leads this one. 6 minutes, 18 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Outlet pass to the middle to McCready. McCready at the free throw line, kicks it over to Blanton. Blanton drives far baseline. Euro step inside the lane. The bank is open for River Blanton as he drove in, made a nice move, kissed it off the glass. And the lead is back down to single digits here. 32-23. Grayson County trails this one against Ohio County. Straight away, Decker, and a foul's called on the floor. I think they're going to call this on River Blanton. They are. Late whistle by the official. For Blanton, that is his second foul. And the team's first in this second half. I think Blanton tried to show a charge, but the official wasn't going to fall for it. I'm surprised that they didn't just say play on, if anything. They give it into Jennings, who will break the timeline here for Ohio County. It's 32-23. 5 minutes and 45 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Southern with the basketball. Off on the right wing, now back here towards the middle. Off to Jennings, three off the screen, left wing, it is good. Kadarius Jennings has 17 points, multiple threes. In fact, he's got 3 3-pointers in this game, and he's the difference. It's that simple. Grayson County does not have an answer for him. Blanton inside the lane, left-hand layup, no good. Rebounded by Jennings for Ohio County. Jennings will break the timeline, right up the middle. Guarded by McCready, lowers his shoulder, dumps a pass off to the left block to Southern, who is wide open. And Southern finishes. Southern's got 7 points, and we are in danger zone here for Grayson County. They trail by 14 in this game. 5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Childress with the basketball. He's got to back things off now, and he's going to set up the offense for Grayson County. 5-out look for the Cougars. To the free throw line to Toms. Toms off to the left wing to Sharp. To the far corner to Blanton. Blanton far baseline. Kicks it out to Sharp. And instead kicked it out to the baseline and throws it away. And it's Ohio County basketball, 37-23. Grayson County trails this one against the Eagles of Ohio County. Checking into the game for Grayson County's Dylan Horn. Braden Childress will take a seat for the Cougars. Renfro in the backcourt to Jennings. Jennings to Manning. Manning an outlet pass off to Decker. Decker double-teamed on the right wing. Out front to Manning. Manning off to Jennings. Jennings into the corner. Renfro left all alone for three, and he makes them pay. Three near side by Jackson Renfro. Timeout taken by Travis Johnston, and this one is in a major danger zone for Grayson County. It is Ohio County 40. Cougars 23, 4 minutes and 33 seconds to play in the third quarter. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Hey, it's MB and the In the Know gang on today's show, our first show of spring. Our brackets are busted. Biden's border crisis. Bashir's latest COVID totals. 2 local troopers promoted. The Cougars win the district championship. And we played a round of You Pick Trivia Spring Edition. Have a great Monday. Looking forward to seeing you back here tomorrow. We'll see you then. Don't be stupid. Get in the know.
Weekday mornings at 9, In the Know on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Travis Johnston takes a timeout here, and it's this simple. He's trying to put a Band-Aid on this game and stop the bleeding in this one as Grayson County trails 40-23. 4 minutes and 33 seconds to play in the third quarter. There's still a ton of time left to play in this game, but you can't allow easy shots for Ohio County, and that's been the difference in this game. It's, for one, you got to find an answer for Qdarius Jennings, and you can't keep allowing open shots for Ohio County because they will make you pay this entire game. Sharp into the middle to McCready. McCready drives down, lowers, flip shot off the right side, a hard fall, and he's fouled by Southern. For Southern, that is his third, team's first. And Chandler McCready will go to the free throw line. The first free throws taken of the game for Grayson County. They average taking just about 19 per game. They only took 4 against Ohio County in the game back in the start of January. This is their first trip, and McCready makes the first one. He will get one more. Bo Morris checks into the game, as will Parker Culbertson. Checking out will be Jackson Renfro and Isaac Southern. Second free throw for the junior. Chandler McCready is good. Rattles in. McCready's up to 12 points in the game. It's 40-24. Ohio County on top of Grayson County. 4 minutes and 20 seconds to play in the third quarter. Jennings will break the timeline at the logo. Off to the right wing to Decker, guarded by Blanton. Decker off to Jennings, who's left wide open from 3. He drives down the left lane, kicks it out to the far side. 3 wide open, no good by Culbertson. Rebounded by Horn for Grayson County. Horn looks to push. Gives it back here to the near side to Sharp, who's going to break the timeline. Keegan Sharp had Grayson County's first 5 points. Hasn't scored since that point. Near side McCready. Thought about the 3. Gets it down to the right block to Blanton, who bobbled it. Gets it back towards the bank shot. No good. Short. Rebounded by Jennings for Ohio County. It is 40-25. Eagles on top of Grayson County. 3 minutes and 40 seconds to play in the third quarter. Firing a pass down to the left block. Deckers. Layup no good. Toms with the rebound. Grayson County. Ohio County starting to miss shots. Grayson County is not making them pay, though, on the other end. Left wing Horn. Outside to Sharp. And I think you need to get him rolling if you're Grayson County. Sharp gets a screen from Blanton here to the near side to Toms. Toms back to Sharp. He'll take the 3 straight away. It's an air ball. Saved in bounds, though, by McCready. He had no one to throw it to, and it runs out of bounds. It's going to be Ohio County basketball, as McCready did a nice job saving that ball in bounds, but he threw it in bounds to no one, and when he was in the air, he realized he had no one to throw it to, and he was showing some frustration for good reason. 40-25, 3 minutes and 7 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Into the game, Owen Bratcher in for Grayson County. Out front, Morse over to the far side. Jennings drives far baseline, now backs it off. Interior pass, knocked out of bounds by Dylan Horn on the inside as he almost saved it, but ran out of real estate on that far baseline. Ohio County pass in. It'll be Josh Manning underneath. Into Jennings. Jennings off to Culbertson. Culbertson out front to Morse. Morse back to Culbertson. Culbertson will give it back now to Jennings. Jennings out front to Manning. Manning drives down, kicks it out to the far side, swinging it now. Jennings, 3, right wing, off the back of the iron, no good. Long rebound, chased by McCready, and he's fouled from behind by Bo Morse. For Morse, that's his first, and the team's second of this game. 40-25, Ohio County leads this one. 2 minutes and 39 seconds to play in the third quarter. Both teams gone cold here since that last time out. Grayson County got a quick basket, but have gone quiet since that point. And, to their benefit, Ohio County hasn't done much either since the timeout. But when you're down by 15, you got to take advantage of those runs. Left wing Horn, inside to Bratcher, outside Sharp. 3 straight away to answer, good. Keegan Sharp hits the 3 off the assist from Bratcher. And it's a 12-point game, 40-28, 2 minutes and 15 seconds to play in the third quarter. If you're Grayson County, you've got to start winning these little segments of this game. There is still a ton of time to play. You've still got 10 minutes left in this game. You're down by 12. Morse in the corner. Inside to Jennings, back now out to Morse. Morse swings to Renfro. Renfro to the right wing to Culbertson. Down low to Morse. On Bratcher, the layup is no good, but beforehand, Bo Morse walks. And immediately, Decker is going to check back into the game for Ohio County. Qdarius Jennings will take a seat for the Eagles. It is 40-28. Ohio County still leads this one. Grayson County looking to fight back and make this a game, and they throw it away in the backcourt. Keegan Sharp throws it over Dylan Horn's head. That's not something you see from Keegan Sharp, and he doesn't usually make bad passes, especially like that, and that was not a good pass for the junior. In the backcourt, Manning is trapped. Off to Culbertson straight away. Swings it over to the far side. Decker with the basketball. Off to Manning. Deep 3, right wing. It's good. Josh Manning, they left him alone. He takes 63% of his shots from 3, makes 37.3% of them, and he made Grayson County pay in that one. Sharp with the basketball. It's a 15-point Ohio County lead. 1 minute and 20 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Blanton drives down the left lane, and an offensive foul is going to be called on River Blanton. That'll be his third and the team's second of the second half of play. Grayson County had their chance. They brought it to within 12. But since that point, it has not been good. Braden Childress checks into the game. River Blanton will take a seat with those 3 fouls. Travis Johnston talking with the official. Sure asking a question about that foul call. 1:15 to play here in the third quarter. Grayson County trails this one 43-28 against the Ohio County Eagles. Culbertson off into the near side. Decker from 10 feet spins around. Now he'll drive. Spins outside Culbertson. Ball fake over to the far side. Renfro drives far baseline. Kicks it outside to Manning. Manning off to Decker. Decker drives down. Kicks a pass inside. Reverse layup by Morse is good on the inside. Bo Morse averaged 1.8 points a game through 9 games this season. He's got 8 in the quarter. And Grayson County is struggling right now. It is 45-28. 43 seconds to play here in the third quarter. McCready and Bratcher will check out for Grayson County. Hornbeck and Toms will check in for the Cougars. In the backcourt, Childress with the basketball. Childress will look to speed things up. An outlet pass to Horn. Horn to the free throw line to Toms. Toms takes one dribble and gets it outside now to Childress. 30 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Horn out front to Childress. Childress off to Sharp. Grayson needs a basket in the worst kind of way. Childress inside the lane is blocked by Morse, and the rebound is pulled down by Morse. Morse off to Culbertson with 14 seconds. Behind the back pass to Manning. Ohio County's going to hold for the final shot of this quarter with 8 seconds to count here in this quarter. Manning drives down. Jump pass over to the far side. Decker, 3, good by Elijah Decker. County won't even get a shot off to end this third quarter. It's all Ohio County in this one, 48-28 through 3. This is Grayson County Cougar basketball on K105.
Homeowners, especially on the lake, have most likely experienced or will experience water erosion on their properties. There is a solution and preventative measures that can protect against this type of erosion. With the help of products and service from Scotty's Contracting and Stone, Crushed Rock Road enhancements can provide erosion control and shoreline protection. Well-designed and maintained erosion control helps ensure that today's beautiful and safe landscapes remain so tomorrow. To discuss erosion control and shoreline restoration solutions with Scotty's Contracting, call 270-259-5696.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence,
moments that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Ohio County leads this one 48-28 as we start the fourth quarter of play. The Eagles have hit 7 threes in this game. They come in averaging 8.1 per game. They've almost hit their average, and that's been the difference in this game. 48-28. Grayson County trails this one. Sharp from the right elbow off the timeout. Basket good, and Grayson County brings it to within 18. I mean, here's the thing that I always have to say. In a game like this, I take you back to 2 years ago. Ironically enough, when Judarius Jennings was wearing orange and blue down at Edmondson County High School, the Cougars were down by 18, or down by 20 with 9 minutes to play and came back and won the game in overtime. Inside, blocked by Decker is blocked by Horn. Grayson County has the basketball. So as I've learned, though, it is never over until there's triple zeros on the clock. But you're going to have to start making shots and getting stops. Blayton drives to the near baseline. Shot is up, no good. He was fouled, no whistle. And the rebound is out of bounds off of Ohio County. And it's going to stay Grayson County basketball. Into the game for Ohio County is Isaac Southard. He's got 7 points in this game. He does have 3 fouls, though. Something to keep in mind. 7:11 to play here in the fourth quarter. Out to the far side, Horn. Horn will hand it back to McCready. 3, left wing, no good. Off the foul, and a foul or a rebound here is going to be a jump ball in possession. Is going to go towards Ohio County. 48-30, 7 minutes and 4 seconds to play in tonight's third region quarterfinal matchup. Again, the winner will face Owensboro Catholic on Friday evening at 5 p.m. Jennings back over to the far side to Manning. Manning takes one dribble, gives it back now to Jennings. Jennings to Manning. Manning back now swinging it over to Culbertson. Culbertson drives near baseline, got away with a walk, fires a pass to Southern on the right block outside to Manning. Off to Decker. Decker swings it to Jennings. 3 for the dagger on the left wing. It's no good, and rebound is out of bounds off of Ohio County, and it's going to be Grayson County basketball. 6 minutes, 45 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. It is Ohio County 48, Grayson County 30. Cougars are in obvious danger zone here. Got to start making shots if you want a chance to come back in this game. Far side Horn, back here to Sharp, and it's going to have to start with Keegan Sharp hitting threes because you don't have enough time to keep going inside, and that's what Toms will do. He drives down the right lane, and he's found by Southern. For Southern, that will be his 4th. And the team's 3rd. It'll be Hunter Toms to the free throw line. We're on the season. He's a 66% free throw shooter. We're going to have a timeout on the floor taken by, I believe, Ohio County. 48-30. Grayson County trails this one 6:32 to play in tonight's game. This is Grayson County Cougar basketball on K105.
Imagine if information came with a nutrition label. Then you'd know if what you're consuming has the right mix of verified facts, credible sources, and relevant context. But news and information doesn't come with a label. It's on us to develop a healthy news diet ourselves. Let's all resolve to strengthen our news literacy so we can make healthier choices about what news and information to consume, share, and act on. Test your news literacy fitness with our quiz at newslit.org. Exercise your right to be well-informed and get Newslit fit.
Grayson County trails this one 48-30, 6 minutes and 32 seconds to play in tonight's basketball game, and this is a danger zone for Grayson County. You've got to start hitting some shots, so this one and this season will be over very quickly. Out of the timeout, it will be Hunter Toms to the free throw line to shoot 2. On the season, 66%. Again, we've had this conversation all season long for Toms. He continues to improve from this mark. He was about 27% his freshman season, 46% last season, 66% this season. He spent the first one in his hand, lets it fly, and it is good. Nothing but nets for Hunter Toms. His first basket of this game. We talked about it, though, with Hunter, is he just looks confident when he shoots. When he was a freshman, he did not look confident. Renfro checked into the game for Ohio County during that free throw, and Toms makes them both. 48-32. Cougars trail by 16 in this game. 6.5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. To the near side to Manning. He breaks the timeline with an outlet pass to Southern. Southern fires to Renfro. Right wing 3, up, in and out. Rebounded by Horn for Grayson County. Horn over to the far side to McCready. McCready angles back here towards the middle, drives down the left side, goes up with a flip shot, left side, basket good. Chandler McCready is single-handedly keeping Grayson County in this basketball game. River Blanton with a steal in the inbounds, but he saves it inbounds into the hands of Ohio County. What an effort play from River Blanton, and a timeout is going to be taken by Ohio County, 48-34. The defense almost came up big there for Grayson County. As on the inbounds pass, it was coming up here to the near side, and River Blanton knocked the ball out of bounds. As looks like Mr. Spirit out there on the floor right now for Grayson County having a talk with one of the officials as he dropped one of his foam Cougar paws, and the official came over and helped him up. And I think even the first region officials that we have here tonight know Coach McGee, Mr. Spirit, and know of him and know what he means to Grayson County fans and really means to this entire third region. There is no man quite like Mr. Spirit, and no man who loves the Cougars more than good old E.E. McGee. Out of the timeout, it will be Ohio County basketball. That was a 30-second timeout taken by Tony Hopper. Underneath Ohio County, pass in, full court press for Grayson County. They give it into Renfro. Looks like a 1-2-2 zone press defense here for Grayson County. Renfro up the far side. Breaks the timeline with an outlet pass to Culbertson. Culbertson gives it back to Jennings. Jennings into the near corner to Manning. Manning was chased back by Blanton. And again, Ohio County obviously doesn't need to score any points. They're up by 14 in this game with 5 minutes and 37 seconds to play. And with no shot clock, you can use that to your advantage if you want to if you're Grayson County. Far side, Jennings, he drives down that far baseline. Jump pass here to the near side. Manning, he thought about the three, but smartly just waits, and that was a smart play by the junior Josh Manning. Pass down to Jennings. He won't take the layup, and we have a whistle blown underneath. Dylan Horn was slow to get up, and I'm not sure if the official was just allowing for Horn to give up, but Jennings makes that basket. That ends the Grayson County 6-0 run. It's 50-34. Grayson County trails this one. 5 minutes and 10 seconds to play in tonight's game. Far side, McCready with the basketball. Takes one dribble, gives it off here to the near side to Sharp. Sharp into the corner to Blanton. Drives in on Jennings. Jennings tries to take an offensive foul, and they're going to whistle. They whistle Blanton for the offensive foul, and Jennings did a nice job taking it. For Blanton, that is his fourth, and the team's fourth. Travis Johnston talking with the official. He didn't seem to agree with that foul call at all, and I think it's another one of those of somebody predicting a charge just because a player falls down. It's something you see a lot. It's an issue in the basketball game. As Travis Johnston is still talking with the official. The official says, and he's standing right in front of us, he says that Blanton extended his arm. From my vantage point, he did not extend his arm. If anything, it would have been a shoulder. If the official would have said that, I think he'd almost had an argument. Foul going to be called on Horn in the backcourt. For Horn, that will be his first, team's third of this second half of play. 50-34, Ohio County with the lead. Grayson County going to have to make some stops. It's that simple. In the backcourt, Manning. Manning gives it to Culbertson. Culbertson fires over to the far side to Jennings. Jennings gives it right back into the hands of Manning. Manning could have almost picked up an offensive foul there as Horn fell down with it. He got him with a shoulder. Jennings gets across the timeline, though, out front to Manning. Manning being chased by Horn into the corner. Jump pass to the free throw line to Culbertson, over to the far side to Renfro. Out front now to Jennings. Jennings over to the left wing to Manning. Manning outside to Jennings. 4.5 minutes to play in tonight's game. It's Ohio County 50, Grayson County 34. Renfro over on the far side, guarded by Sharp. Gives it down into the far corner. Now it's back outside to Jennings. Grayson County is going to have to pick up their pressure as Ohio County's just dribbling this basketball around. Obviously, they don't need to take any shots. No shot clock. Use it to your advantage. Pass inside is out of bounds. Culbertson put too much on that. He was looking for Southard on the inside. Grayson County's going to get the basketball back. Into the game, Elijah Decker. Checking out will be Parker Culbertson. 50-34, 4 minutes, 11 seconds to play in tonight's game. Grayson County got to find some points here in a quick way. Childress straight away with the basketball. to the free throw line to Toms. Toms spins towards the far side. Layup, good, and he's fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line. The foul's going to be called on Elijah Decker. That is his first and the team's fifth of this second half of play. Toms will go to the free throw line to shoot one and the bonus. Free throw coming for the junior is good. Hunter Toms, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. And we're back to a 13-point game here at 50-37. Under 4 minutes to play in tonight's game. In the backcourt, Renfro nearly walks with it. He kept the dribble going. Renfro over on the far side, gets around the defender, into the right elbow to Decker, who's going to take it out front now. He's being chased by Horn, and a foul's going to be called on Dylan Horn. That'll be his second, and the team's fourth. Sorry, that's the team's fifth, says our official scorekeeper. So 2 more fouls Grayson County has, or 1 more foul that Grayson County had to give. I think this is almost what it's going to be, is Ohio County should get some free throws if Grayson County wants a chance in this. Cutting down the lane, and a foul's going to be called. They got to give them the basket. They are. The basket is good. On the continuation, Grayson County wanted a foul on the floor. Horn picks up the foul. That is his third. Team sixth. Elijah Decker will go to the free throw line to try and convert on the end one. It's no good. Rebounded by Toms for Grayson County. Toms gives it to Childress. Childress into Horn. Horn back out front now to Childress. Childress steps into it. Back now to Horn. Horn off to Sharp. It was a wild pass. Horn's got it on the right wing. Now back to Sharp. Grayson County trailed by 15 in this game. 3 minutes and 10 seconds to play and counting. Left elbow, Horn. Outside, Sharp. 3 straight away. It's no good. Rebounded by Manning underneath for Ohio County. It's a 15-point game. Jennings, jump pass over to the far side to Manning, who corrals it before it goes out of bounds. Back now to Jennings. Jennings over to Manning. Manning out front now to Decker, and Decker's going to be found by McCready. For McCready, it's only his first, and the team's seventh. So 1 and the bonus will come here for Elijah Decker. Decker on the season from the free throw line. It's 3 of 10. So he's 30% from the free throw line this season. Childress will check out for Grayson County. River Blanton will check in with those 4 fouls for the Cougars. So Decker will shoot 1 in the bonus. Again, 3 of 10 this season. The first free throw is good. Decker now up to 11 points. He'll try to make it 12 here with this basket. He will not. He breaks it off the back of the iron. Grayson County still showing some life. They're trailed by 16 in this game. McCready, free throw line jumper outside to Sharp, and Sharp gives it to McCready. 3 straight away, no good. Rebound bouncing around, and it's saved in bounds by Ohio County into the hands of Jennings. Jennings looks to run off to the left wing to Renfro. Renfro gives it back now to Jennings, and this one looks like it might be over. Jennings is fouled in the backcourt by Horn. That'll be his 4th, and the team's 8th. So to the free throw line will be Qdarius Jennings, and he's been the difference in this game. 19 points and counting. He'll look to make it 20 and 21 as he shoots 1 in the bonus, 66% from the line this season. And that one's no good. Rebounded by Blanton for Grayson County. Blanton up the near side of the floor. Gives it back now to McCready. McCready off to the left wing to Sharp. Sharp off to McCready to Blanton. 3, right wing. Good! River Blanton hits a 3 off the pass. It's a 13-point game. 53-40. Ohio County leads this one against Grayson County. 2 minutes and 22 seconds to play in tonight's basketball game. Travis Johnson taking that timeout. He has 2 remaining. This is just one of those things Grayson County's going to have to try and make some stops. And really, I mean, when you look at it even more basic, it's Ohio County. You just have to miss some shots. Ohio County's going to miss free throws. It's going to turn into one of those things. Grayson County is going to need a little bit of a miracle to win this game. As the Cougars searching for their first win in the regional tournament since 2014. And if things don't change, that streak will go another year. They won that game back in 2014 against Hancock County by a final score of 74-69. First horn is buzzing. Out of the timeout, Grayson County will go with Blanton, Crady, Sharp, Horn, and Toms on the floor. For Ohio County, it'll be Manning, Decker, Jennings, Renfro, and Southern. So it will be Eagle basketball, 53-40. Eagles lead Grayson County 2 minutes, 22 seconds to play here in tonight's third region quarterfinals. Manning with the basketball on the far side, swings it into the middle to Decker. Decker gives back out to Jennings. Ohio County's got to break the timeline, and they do to Renfro. Renfro down to Southern. Southern is double-teamed. They give it outside now to Jennings. Jennings off to Manning. Manning is going to be chased and fouled by Toms. For Toms, it's his first. Team's ninth. It'll be Josh Manning to the free throw line, 52.2% from the free throw line this season. And it's really interesting. Manning, as good of a three-point shooter is, he's really not a great free throw shooter. Again, that 52%. He's a 37% shooter from three-point range. Manning's free throw is good. He gets that one to fall, though, and he will get a second. He dealt with those two fouls that he picked up in the first minute and 20 seconds. Grayson County was able to take advantage of it in the first quarter, but Manning misses that one, but the rebound is saved in by Blanton. 54-40, Grayson County trails 2 minutes to play in tonight's game. Off to the left wing to Blanton. Blanton drops it, kicks it over to the far side to Horn. Horn out front to Sharp. Sharp drives down the right side, now backs it off, and he thought about a step-back three. Now he has it on the right wing. Now it's at the three. Straight away, no good. Horn loses the rebound into the hands of McCready. McCready triple-teamed outside to Sharp. Sharp drives down the right lane, splits defenders, floater with the right hand, no good. Rebounded by Decker for Ohio County. Grayson County still calling for pressure. 14-point deficit. Almost over and back underneath. Inside now to Decker. Off the left side. The basket's no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Ohio County. 54-40. Ohio County leads this one against Grayson County. 1 minute and 22 seconds to play in tonight's game. A 30-second timeout will be taken by Travis Johnston. I mean, this is just one of those things. If you're Grayson County, this is it for the season. You can't not keep fighting in this game. Fans trying to cheer on their team. Again, it's a lighthouse. Usually there would be fans filled here in the Sports Center wearing their orange and blue. But I think attendance was limited to something like 1,200 in tonight's game. There's a decent amount of orange and blue, and behind us looks like a decent amount of dark blue and silver for Ohio County as well in this game. Out of the timeout, it will be Grayson County basketball. And they're going to roll it in. Let the time work in their advantage. Horn will cross the timeline. Gives it look to get it back to Sharp as Sharp has it on the right wing. Gets a screen from Toms. He's being chased. 10-foot floater by Sharp is good for Grayson County. And now they're going to have to get some defensive pressure on with 1:08 to play. Jennings in the backcourt. Off to Renfro. Renfro's going to break the timeline with a jump pass to Decker. Decker guarded by McCready. Grayson County's going to have to foul, and they're going to foul Renfro with the basketball. Renfro is 71% free throw shooter. He's their second best on the team. He will shoot two. For Toms, it's his second, and the team's 10th. Renfro shooting two here. This is the double bonus. First free throw good by the senior Jackson Renfro. .59 on the clock. Renfro makes them both 56-42. Ohio County has the lead in this one. Horn drives in at the free throw line, kicks it over to Blanton. Blanton drives far baseline. He'll fade it away. Shot's no good. And the rebound is taken by Renfro, and Renfro is fouled about 4 times by Grayson County on the inside. And that foul's going to be called on Horn. And for Horn, he will foul out of this game with 2 points. Good season for Dylan Horn this year. Only a sophomore. He will return. And when you look at this Grayson County team, that's the thing with a lot of them. I mean, Grayson County returning Keegan Sharp, Braden Childress, Nolan Hornbeck, Chandler McCready, River Blanton, Hunter Toms. They're returning Owen Bratcher as well. In fact, Travis Johnson is going to clear the bench here as Renfro makes the first free throw. And looks like the season is all but over here for Grayson County. Into the game, Chase Johnson, Mason Galloway, Brett Payton, Nolan Hornbeck, and Jackson Higdon into the game for Grayson County. So the Cougars will finish this season with a record of 13-9. And we're going to have a substitution into the game for Ohio County will be Cody Vender. It's his second appearance on the season. So check in for Southern. Second free throw, no good by Renfro. Grayson County has the basketball. Brett Payton will take it up the floor here for Grayson. Playing now in his final game as a Grayson County Cougar. Johnson, deep three, left wing, no good, long. Rebounded by Jennings for Ohio County. And if the Eagles want to, they can just dribble this clock out. They'll win this one by a final score of 57-42. I invite you to tune into our fifth quarter show. Coming up after the game, we'll talk to Travis Johnson, get his thoughts on the matchup in this one. 13 seconds and counting. And that will do it. Ohio County's going to win this one by a final score of 57-42. Brett Payton trying to steal the ball from Jennings, and they're not going to do it. 57-42, Ohio County defeats Grayson County. The Cougars finish their season with a record of 13-9. It's the Eagles who will play the Aces of Owensboro Catholic next week, or on Friday evening, to try and advance to the regional championship game. 57-42 is the final score. We'll come back, wrap things up after this. This is Grayson County Cougar basketball on K105.
When you're feeling under the weather or concerned about your family's health, you want the support of a trusted medical provider who lives close by and is available to care for you and your family. Dr. Gregory Koo is a family medicine physician who is putting down roots in this community. With 22 years' experience, he's now accepting new patients in both Caneyville and at Owensboro Health Twin Lakes Medical Center in Litchfield. Learn more online at owensborohealth.org/KOO.
Hey everybody, Teresa Cook with Wilson & Muir Bank. Are you or someone you know getting ready to buy a new home this spring? With the Federal Home Loan Bank's Welcome Home Grant, we can help you get up to $7,500 towards that purchase. Funds are available now but won't last long. Call us today or visit us online at www.wilsonandmuirbank.com.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. NMLS 403246.
Mix, K105.
Grayson County falls tonight by a final score of 57-42 against the Ohio County Eagles. Coming up, we'll jump into our fifth quarter show. We'll recap the game, recap the season, and hopefully talk to the head coach of the Cougars, Travis Johnston. Grayson County finishes this year with a record of 13-9. It's Grayson County Cougar basketball on K105.
This has been Grayson County Cougar basketball on K105. Coverage is brought to you in part by Future Designs Building Materials, Dan Powers of Litchfield, the Sicilian Bank, Twin Lakes Regional Medical Center, Scotty's Contracting and Stone, Midway Pharmacy, and by Wilson & Muir Bank. Now get set for the fifth quarter show on K105.
As prescription costs rise, many Medicare beneficiaries are having difficulty keeping up. If you or someone you know is finding it difficult to pay for prescriptions, the Kentucky Department for Aging and Independent Living State Health Insurance Program may be able to help. SHIP counselors can guide you to money-saving prescription assistance programs, including a program that helps pay Medicare Part D plan costs for limited-income seniors. For more information, call 1-877-293-7447.
You may have been born to be wild, but you weren't born to be dead from a needless motorcycle crash. So when you're even just a little impaired, you do not get your motor running. You do not head out on the highway. What you do is get a ride from a sober friend, a taxi or rideshare service, or public transportation. Because you may be looking for adventure, but you're not looking for trouble. Please ride sober. Paid with funds through the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety.
Let's see, we've got camping, baseball games, backyard cookouts.
Hey, champ, what's all that?
Well, it's just my warm weather adventure list. We're gonna have a lot going on.
Oh yeah, picture season. Perfect time to get the iPhone 12.
I can see them now. Photos that capture the true beauty of nature, family, a properly grilled bratwurst. They'll be stunning.
You know what's stunning? At Bluegrass Cellular, you can get the iPhone 12 for $17 a month.
$17?
With advanced dual camera system for super wide shots and even night mode.
Hopefully, that means you'll get the perfect shot on the very first take.
And more vivid photos of you and your grill.
There will never be enough photos of me and my grill. Let's go.
Make the most of this warm weather and your pictures. Get the new iPhone 12 at Bluegrass Cellular. Restrictions apply. Offers available in-store or online. Bluegrass Cellular. Your community. Expanded.
This is the Fifth Quarter Show on K105. The Fifth Quarter Show is brought to you in part by Future Designs Building Materials, Dan Powers of Litchfield, the Sicilian Bank, Twin Lakes Regional Medical Center, Scotty's Contracting and Stone, Midway Pharmacy, and by Wilson & Muir Bank. Now let's return courtside to Sam Gormley and the Fifth Quarter Show.
The 2021 season comes to an end tonight at the Owensboro Sports Center in the third region quarterfinals as the Grayson County Cougars have fallen to Ohio County by a final score of 57-42. Welcome back into our Fifth Quarter Show. Sam Gormley with you tonight. We appreciate you taking the time to tune in all season long. This is just one of those games that second quarter did the Cougars in. The Eagles outscored the Cougars 22-6 in that quarter, and from that point on, Grayson County was just attempting to play catch-up. And when you're down against a good team like that, you just can't do it. Because if you do it, they'll put you away, and that's exactly what Ohio County does tonight. Ohio County will advance to Friday night semifinals. They will play at 5 p.m. against Owensboro Catholic. Tomorrow night you'll have Owensboro against Butler County. You'll have Muhlenberg County against Hancock County, as each of those games will play at 9 o'clock on Friday evening before the regional championship on Sunday afternoon. As this is just one of these that when you look at it, there's obviously the biggest positive to look at when you come into tonight, that Grayson County returns a ton for next season's team. I mean, you can just go down the roster. They lose a great group of seniors. And I know a great group of kids that Travis Johnston really likes. I mean, your seniors, Jackson Higdon, Chase Johnson, Brett Payton, and Mason Galloway. Loses a great group of kids that have defined roles in this team. But you return a lot for next year, and if you're Travis Johnston, you have to be pretty happy with what it'll look like potentially next season. Coming up on our Fifth Quarter Show, run down some scores from around the state. We will run down the scoring from this game and hopefully get a chance to talk to the head coach of the Cougars, Travis Johnston. Obviously, he takes a little bit longer when talking to his team after the final game of the season for obvious reasons because, well, there's a lot to talk about. Cougars fall tonight, 57-42. We'll come back after this. This is Grayson County Cougar basketball on K105.
Quality paves the way. That's the motto of Scotty's Contracting and Stone. All of the crushed stone products from Scotty's Quarry in Litchfield are mined underground. Scotty's Contracting and Paving provides cleaner products made from pure limestone. If you agree that quality makes the difference, contact the team at Scotty's Contracting and Stone for crushed stone products for your project at 259-5696. That's 259-5696. Our quarry is located on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Why do Kentucky teenagers, 16 to 18 years old, take the Kentucky National Guard Youth Challenge? Maybe to get away from a bad environment. Maybe to recover 6 high school credits in 5 months. Maybe to figure out what you're truly made of. Maybe to find the structure you need to become a successful young adult. Maybe it's just an opportunity to become a better you. Take the Kentucky National Guard Youth Challenge by visiting 2abetterme.com. The number 2abetterme.com.
We don't want you on our team. You're too slow and fat.
This is weight bias.
Don't you care how you look?
Those with the serious disease called obesity face weight bias every day.
You're not the right fit for this job.
And blame themselves.
I wish I was different.
Weight bias hurts.
Let's stop weight bias.
Be part of the solution. Go to stopweightbias.com. A public service message from Obesity Action Coalition.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Grayson County falls tonight by a final score of 57-42 against Ohio County. Try to run down a score or two from around the region here tonight. Hopefully get a chance to talk to the head coach of the Cougars, Travis Johnston, here in a moment, as we'll try to see what final scores have come in. Again, third region final earlier tonight. It was Owensboro Catholic 63, Meade County 57. Meade County fought like heck to come back in the game, but Catholic had some big free throws down the stretch to win that one. In the first region, it was Paducah-Tillman, 75-45 winner against Carlisle County. And the second region, Henderson County, a win over Caldwell County. Hopkinsville on the road takes down Lyon County 58-56. Madisonville got past Webster County. They came back on that one, won that one by a final score of 49-44. Down in the fourth region, final score coming in, Bowling Green advances to the regional championship game against Allen County Scottsville with a 53-38 win. Over in the fifth region, it was Washington County, a winner over Campbellsville by a final score of 73-60. Other winners from around the states include Bullitt East, DeSales, Fern Creek, Western, Ballard, Louisville Trinity, Collins, Connor, Dixie, Highlands, St. Henry, who took down Covington Catholic. Those are some of the other finals from around the state. Other games that are underway right now, Murray and Mayfield. Murray is up by 10 with 1 minute and 23 seconds to play in that basketball game. In the second region of final that we're still waiting on, Crittenden County, University Heights. In the fifth region, LaRue County and John Hard. John Hard won that one by a final score of 47-45. LaRue County gave the Bulldogs everything they had in that basketball game. Grayson County, though, in this one falls by a final score of 57-42 against Ohio County, as they lost to this Eagle team back on the first game of the season, 63-40. And in that game, it was a run at the end of the first quarter, at the end of the second quarter, that did the Cougars in. Tonight, it was a run the entirety of the second quarter that did Grayson County in, as they finished the season with a record of 13-9. Coming up, we'll take a break, come back with a little bit more, hopefully get a chance to talk to the head coach of the Cougars, Travis Johnston, next here on K105.
Vision loss is not something that you feel until it happens.
Most people lose their vision from diseases like macular degeneration and glaucoma, not at birth.
3 million Americans have glaucoma, and half don't even know it.
11 million people in the United States have macular degeneration.
So many eye disorders can be treated if caught early.
Make a plan today to get your eyes checked.
Visit brightfocus.org to learn more.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Your new home could be just a click away. Visit thesicilianbank.com and apply for a mortgage loan in as little as 20 minutes. After you submit an application, one of their expert loan officers will give you a call to complete the process. Let the Sicilian Bank help you save time by applying online. The Sicilian Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. NMLS number 409707.
I'm Ryan Seacrest. First responders are people who stand for a greater purpose. They will be there for you when nobody else is, to help you, your family, your community. This is their selfless promise. This is their sworn duty, to protect, to serve, to help. When you call 911, first responders show up now. Let's show up for the people who show up for us every day and every night.
Go to firstrcf.org and make a difference today.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Grayson County falls tonight by a final score of 57-42 against Ohio County. As the scoring from this game, Grayson County was led by Chandler McCready with 14 points. Keegan Sharp finished with 12. 7 points for River Blanks and 5 points for Hunter Toms, and 2 apiece for Nolan Hornbeck and for Dylan Horn. For Ohio County, Skidarius Jennings led the way with 19 points, 11 for Elijah Decker, 8 points for Bo Morse, 7 apiece for Jackson Renfro and for Isaac Southard. Josh Manning wrapped up the scoring with 6 for the Ohio County Eagles. Eagles hit 7 threes, which is under their average. And, I mean, it really, this game bears down to that second quarter where Grayson County was outscored 22-6. You take the quarter out, and I mean, you look at it that Grayson County third quarter wasn't necessarily great as they were down 12. They fell down 20 there in that third quarter. But it was really, I guess you could even say the middle quarters of this game were the difference in this one. And, I mean, can you really even say it's a difference if it was 2 quarters of the game and a half? Because that is really the big issue in this one. But again, like we mentioned, Grayson County, there's a lot to like, knowing that next season you will have a chance to bring back this entire team. I mean, 8 players coming back. I know that you never know who decides they might want to play. I've heard a lot of really good things about the 8th graders as well, seeing what that group might be able to do as well moving forward. As yes, there's a lot to be disappointed about if you're Grayson County here tonight. This is a heartbreaking loss. There's no other way to describe it. But that doesn't mean that you can't take this, move it forward, take this loss, don't forget it. Use it as motivation for the entirety of next season when you're more than likely going to get a full year, a full summer. Use this moving forward to try and see what you might be able to do moving forward to start next season on the right note. Continue what you built this year with a 13-9 record, a winning season. Move it forward. See what you can't do moving forward for Grayson County. Looks like Travis Johnston is still in the locker room. We'll give him a couple more minutes. We'll take one more break and hopefully get a chance to talk with him next here on K105.
Vision loss is not something that you feel until it happens.
Most people lose their vision from diseases like macular degeneration and glaucoma, not at birth.
3 million Americans have glaucoma, and half don't even know it.
11 million people in the United States have macular degeneration.
So many eye disorders can be treated if caught early.
Make a plan today to get your eyes checked.
Visit brightfocus.org to learn more.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can. Preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Your new home could be just a click away. Visit thesicilianbank.com and apply for a mortgage loan in as little as 20 minutes. After you submit an application, one of their expert loan officers will give you a call to complete the process. Let the Sicilian Bank help you save time by applying online. The Sicilian Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. NMLS number 409707.
I'm Ryan Seacrest. First responders are people who stand for a greater purpose. They will be there for you when nobody else is, to help you, your family, your community. This is their selfless promise. This is their sworn duty, to protect, to serve, to help. When you call 911, first responders show up now. Let's show up for the people who show up for us every day and every night.
Go to firstrcf.org and make a difference today.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back here to the Owensboro Sports Center, where Grayson County falls in their final game of the season here tonight by a final score of 57-42. I'm joined now by the head coach of the Grayson County Cougars, head coach Travis Johnston. And Coach, I know this is never easy. What was your message to your team?
I just thought that we kind of came out and I don't know if it's still a little bit of youth or I don't know if it's something about this great arena in here that we play or maybe it was how they beat us the first game of the season. I'm not sure, but we didn't come out like we belonged, and we do. I mean, Hunter Toms made a couple moves right there in the fourth quarter that he could have been making all game long. He was getting past it, and Hunter wasn't the only one. There were a lot of guys passive. It seemed like we were looking for Keegan a lot, catching, where's Keegan, instead of playing like we did against Butler County, having 4 or 5 guys in double figures and attacking. But I just thought that we didn't come out like we belonged, and what they have to understand is that we do. And hell, Bluegrass Preps picked us to go to the finals. I mean, people think we're good, but we got to get to where we're thinking we're good, and we are, individually and as a team. But they made a couple threes tonight early, and or in the second quarter is kind of when it really exploded up, and we weren't able to keep Q out of the lane, and our confidence went down. Like, oh, here we go again. And I wish we would have played better if it was the last game of the year. But from a crazy season that it is standpoint, I am proud about the entire season.
We'll first touch on that second quarter. Q in that second quarter especially. I was having flashbacks to a game in Brownsville 2 years ago where he kind of took over in that fourth quarter. I think he had like 20 points in the fourth quarter or something like that. It felt like. Was there something what was your game plan against him that he was beating and you just had to tip your cap, or how were you trying to slow him down?
Well, what we couldn't have happen is him have 19 and then we lose the three-point battle. And so they make 8 threes a game, we make 5 or 6. I was prepared to have 20, but we couldn't have those other guys make, I think, 7 threes total, and that beat us by 2. It couldn't be Manning have a 3, Renfro have a 3, Decker have a 3, or 2 threes, whatever it was, and it was just kind of worst to both sides, and he was a hard matchup for us. We've had some good matchups like Fleener for River, Turner for River. Chandler's had a couple good matchups, but Q is he's such a good player. He has that strength with the quickness, and now he's able to shoot like he is. He was just a hard matchup for anybody on our team.
You mentioned and you touched on this season as a whole. You probably will never. Well, let's hope you will never have another season like this.
Let's hope so.
You mentioned how proud you are of your team, and that's kind of where I want to go. I mean, this year, if we even go with this on basics, your team didn't have a single cancellation because of your own fault.
Yeah.
I don't want to say your own fault for COVID, but I think you know what I mean by that. They fought through this entire season. You mentioned dealing with the masks, dealing with this, dealing with that, dealing with cancellations 3 hours before a game against district games, not mentioning who. How proud, though, are you of your team? I mean, regardless of the outcome tonight, you're still the 12th district champion.
Yeah, and that's always goal number one, is to win the district. And, we say that every single year. Number one is win the district. Obviously, we want to win the region, but we win the district first. We don't want to it's my goal, number one, every single year. And we've been able to do that 3 out of 4 years this year. And this year we played great in the district tournament to win it. And guys were excited, and rightfully so. And but we have to be able to take that next step, which is, all right, we expect to win the district, whether we do or not, because the other teams are good, but we expect to win the district, and we're looking forward to make Norwood in the region. And those guys said it, but I'm not really sure it was believed wholeheartedly from everybody in the room. I think it was kind of, well, we could beat Ohio, maybe we could sneak up on Catholic or Meade, but if we get to the finals against Owensboro, ooh, it's over. And you can't think, I think you can win the whole thing. And I'm proud of them for how they went through the whole season, but individually they have a lot of next steps to do, but collectively as a group, that's our next step, is understanding that we belong, and knowing that we can play with anybody, and looking forward to these moments on top of winning the district.
You have a lot coming back, and we'll touch on that in a second, but you do lose a group of 4 seniors. Yeah. I know none of them played a ton this year, but I know that it's a really good group of kids. Mm-hmm. Each had their own individual moments. I mean, obviously Jackson against Edmondson. Mason is, I think, what you've said, the most important player on the bench at times. I don't know that I've ever seen him not smile either. Chase, big rebounds. And Brett, obviously, is Brett Payton. When you think of this group of seniors, though, what will come to mind when you look back 5-10 years down the road?
Well, the thing is, and I think that group started with, it was my first year. They were my first group as freshmen that's been with me all 4 years. And I think we probably had probably 7 to 10 guys quits from that group. And they didn't get to play as much as I know they wanted to. But they stuck it through. And we don't win the district tournament. We've told them that 100 times. They kicked our butt in practice last week. The scout team did. And, we don't win the district without them. And again, I know and people could roll their eyes saying, oh, he's just saying that, and they didn't play, blah, blah, blah. But it means something to be the first group that I have for 4 years come through, that stuck it through. Obviously, like you said, Jackson, great shooter, that he's going to relive that shot. As long as you're here, you'll probably we'll keep tweeting it every year when it comes out. And
February the 1st.
Brett got to play a little bit when he was a little bit younger, and
Chase
he's so young still. I think he's still 17. Brett, he may not. I don't even know if he's 17 yet, and he's going to end up being one of those kids that really grows into his body, and you see him when he's 19, 20 playing rec league ball, and dang, that kid's good. Because he had the skill, and obviously Chase. I wish we'd had Chase for 4 years. He went from a program who never played man-to-man to a program that drills man-to-man defense for 45 minutes every single day, and you expect you to do it right. And if I would have loved to have him for 4 years, because he could really shoot the ball, and he's athletic as can be. And then obviously Mason. I don't think that Braden and Nolan Hornbeck get through the season without Mason kind of holding their hand and saying, hey, come here, make sure you do this. This is what this play's called, and so on and so forth. And I don't know what he's planning on doing, but if he's planning on being a coach, he's going to make a heck of a coach. He's smart, and he was kind of like a fifth coach on the bench. So, again, it means something to having those guys all 4 years as my first group. And if they decide to keep on and graduate, I know that rule is in place and whatnot, but if they decide to do that, then we love them, and we wish them all the best of luck going forward.
For really the first time as a coach, and we can wrap this up on this, you have everybody coming back.
Yeah.
You're going to get a summer this year, which is something you didn't get last year. As much as this hurts, you have to be really excited about what next year could bring.
Yeah, I think we still kind of thought, well, next year we'll have it. Next year we'll have it, and I wish we'd get off the next year stuff, and because heck, there may be another pandemic and everything gets shut down. So hopefully hopefully this summer they don't take anything for granted, and I think that's a big picture thing with this whole COVID stuff. It's just that you can't take anything for granted, and you have to live every day, every practice, every game, every season, like it could be the last one. And we still, this year, we were so young, had to continue to add stuff, continue to build. We should be able to just simply tweak some stuff next year and be able to hit the ground running right away. And hopefully we get better individually. We need Chandler really stepped on shooting the ball late, and Rivers got the form to be able to shoot the ball pretty well. We got to get some more shooters, some guys more confident out there, and to help Keegan out. But, of course, I'm excited. Of course, we'll get to work tomorrow probably on starting next year, and that's just the coach mentality. And hopefully we can get those guys a little bit better and gear up for next season.
Well, Coach, I appreciate you taking the time all season. It was a lot of fun this year. I mean, there was a lot of ups.
Yeah.
I mean, you went through that little stretch in the middle of the season, and tonight obviously doesn't hurt. But appreciate you taking the time after every game, and hopefully we never have to go through a season like this again.
Thanks, Sam. Appreciate all you do for our kids, broadcasting, even though the almighty Sports Center won't let you broadcast anything.
No, because people might decide not to come.
Yeah, and sit in the bleachers. But, again, it means a lot, and I know it means a lot to people back home that can't really make it out, especially because of COVID stuff. So thank you for all that you've done this year.
Absolutely, I appreciate it. That's head coach Travis Johnston. We'll have more here coming up after this.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
On your mark, get set. Wait, this is not a race. When you're driving on Kentucky's roadways, it's not about getting to your destination the fastest. It's about getting there the safest. And you can do that by driving with TACT. The Kentucky State Police are participating in TACT, the Ticketing Aggressive Cars and Trucks campaign. At the end of the day, we all want to make it home to our families. Just remember, leave space and be safe. This message is brought to you by the Kentucky State Police and the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
That wraps up the season this year. Grayson County falls tonight against Ohio County by a final score of 57-42. Appreciate Coach Johnston taking the time to talk with us. Leading scorer for Grayson County, Chandler McCready, 14-12 for Keegan Sharp to wrap up this regular season. Grayson County finishes the year with a record of 13-9. We want to invite you on Thursday evening to join us as the Grayson County Lady Cougars will face Owensboro Catholic, 7:45 here at the Owensboro Sports Center. We'll have the coverage right here on K105 and live on the K105 app. That wraps up our coverage tonight. Grayson County falls by a final score of 57-42. Until Thursday night, this is Sam Gormley saying, so long, everyone.
The fifth quarter show on K105 has been brought to you in part by Future Designs Building Materials, Dan Powers of Litchfield, the Sicilian Bank, Twin Lakes Regional Medical Center, Scotty's Contracting and Stone, Midway Pharmacy, and by Wilson & Muir Bank. Grayson County High School basketball on K105 is a presentation of Heritage Media of Kentucky Incorporated. Any rebroadcast or reuse of this program without the expressed written consent of Heritage Media of Kentucky is prohibited.